Imagine spending hundreds of billions of dollars to build a fighter jet that many people would call the future of air combat, while others would call it one of the most controversial military programs in modern history. How can the same aircraft be described as both a masterpiece and a mistake? That's exactly what happened with the F-35 Lightning II. No modern fighter has sparked more debate. Military pilots have praised its advanced capabilities. Defense analysts have argued over its cost. Politicians have questioned the program. Critics have called it over budget. Supporters have called it revolutionary. So, who's right? Is the F-35 really the game-changing aircraft its supporters claim? Or is it a cautionary tale of what happens when ambition pushes technology to its limits? Because here's something many people don't realize. Despite years of criticism, the F-35 has become one of the most widely adopted fifth-generation fighters in the world. More countries continue to order it, more pilots continue to train on it, and its role in modern air forces continues to grow. So why does the controversy refuse to disappear? The answer isn't as simple as good or bad. It's a story of innovation, politics, engineering, money, and one aircraft that changed the conversation about air combat forever. Today, on Battle Brief, we're uncovering the real reason the F-35 became the world's most controversial fighter. And by the end of this documentary, you may see it very differently. Long before the F-35 became controversial, it began as an ambitious idea. During the 1990s, the United States faced a growing problem. Its military was operating several different fighter aircraft. The Air Force had one set of requirements. The Navy had another. The Marine Corps needed something completely different. Each aircraft required its own maintenance, spare parts, pilot training, and logistics. Keeping all of those fleets operational was becoming increasingly expensive. So military planners asked a bold question. What if one aircraft could perform the jobs of many? Not perfectly, but well enough to serve multiple branches of the military while sharing a common design. That vision became the Joint Strike Fighter program. The goal was unlike anything attempted before. Build a stealth aircraft that could be adapted into 3 different versions. One for the US Air Force, one for the US Navy, and one for the US Marine Corps, including a version capable of short takeoffs and vertical landings. On paper, it sounded revolutionary. One family of aircraft, shared technology, lower long-term operating costs through commonality, and stronger cooperation with allied nations. It wasn't just an American project. Several partner countries joined the program during development, hoping to operate the aircraft alongside the United States. The vision wasn't simply to build another fighter. It was to create a platform that could remain relevant for decades. A fighter that combined stealth, advanced sensors, powerful computing, and the ability to connect with other aircraft and battlefield systems. If successful, the F-35 wouldn't just replace older fighters. It would change the way air forces fought together. It was one of the most ambitious military aviation projects ever launched. But there was one problem. The more ambitious the project became, the more difficult it was to deliver. Designing one aircraft to satisfy 3 different military branches proved far more challenging than many had expected. Every new requirement added complexity, every delay increased costs, and before the F-35 had fully entered service, the criticism had already begun. The dream was extraordinary, but turning that dream into reality would become one of the greatest engineering challenges in modern military history. So, if the F-35 became so controversial, why do so many pilots still describe it as one of the most capable fighters they've ever flown? The answer begins with a simple idea. The F-35 wasn't designed to win by flying faster or by turning harder than every other fighter. It was designed to know more than the enemy. In modern air combat, information can be just as important as speed. An aircraft that detects a threat first can often make better decisions before the other side even understands what's happening. That's exactly what the F-35 was built to do. Unlike older fighters, the F-35 doesn't simply collect information. It combines data from multiple onboard sensors into a single, clearer picture for the pilot. Instead of constantly switching attention between different displays, the pilot receives a more integrated view of the battlefield. Imagine trying to solve a puzzle. Now imagine someone hands you the completed picture before you even begin. That's the advantage the F-35 is designed to provide. But that wasn't its only innovation. The aircraft was also designed with stealth in mind. Its shape, internal weapon bays, and specialized materials help reduce its radar signature, making it more difficult to detect than conventional fighters. Then there's connectivity. The F-35 wasn't created to fight alone. It was designed to share information with other aircraft and military systems, helping friendly forces build a more complete picture of the battlefield. In many ways, the F-35 isn't just another fighter. It's part of a much larger network. Supporters argue that this changes everything, because modern air combat isn't simply about which aircraft can fly the fastest. It's about which force can gather, understand, and share information truly stands apart. But if the aircraft offers so many advanced capabilities, why did it become one of the most criticized military programs of the 21st century? The answer wasn't found in the sky. It was found on the ground, in meeting rooms, government reports, budget hearings, and years of development challenges that transformed an ambitious project into one of the most debated defense programs in modern history. Long before the first operational F-35 squadrons were fully established, the aircraft had already become the center of a global debate. The headlines were impossible to ignore. Too expensive became evidence that the program had promised too much. But supporters saw something different. They argued that the F-35 wasn't just another fighter time. The F-35 was designed to receive regular software and hardware upgrades throughout its services. Engineers will continue improving it, historians will continue studying it, and pilots will continue flying it. Whether you see the F-35 as a masterpiece or as one of the most ambitious defense programs